Good morning, world. It's your girl Dominique Spinelli, and we are back in the newsroom. It is a beautiful day in the newsroom. There is news jumping all about. My news for Monday is written, but I'm feeling really good, so I might go the extra mile, because you know your girl always do the most. I'm gonna go the extra mile with this news on today. Let me show you fit. Let me show you fit. Fit fire. Fit fire. Fit fire. Fit fire. Hold on, let me tuck myself right so you get the waist fixed. Fit fire. Earrings to go with the belt. Yes, the other side totally matches the shirt. See this one right? I just love it. I just love it. Am I a pretty girl? Y'all, I'm just so happy to be here today. I have joy on my heart. I have joy in my heart. I got my taxes done yesterday. That's why. I said, let's get these taxes complete. Because I can't deal with this. All these adult problems. I said, no. So that took a lot off my plate. Praise God. That took a lot off my plate. And, yeah. So that helped a lot. This weekend, what am I doing this weekend? So this weekend, tonight, I'm going to go home and play Barbie dress up in my closet to the word and just chill, you know, set up my outfits and get everything aligned, maybe wash some clothes, and because clothes never stop, and, you know, just line up some outfits for the next few weeks. That's just what I like to do in my spare time. And then tomorrow, I serve at We Care in the morning, so come see me at We Care. Well, come shopping. The store's open from 9 to 12, and they're gonna have deals and everything. And you know what's? If you like to thrift, come to We Care. I'll be there from 9 to 12, and then after that, I'm gonna go home, get myself together, because then I have a wedding for my friend Donna. Oh, Donna. Oh, I cannot wait to go to her wedding. Y'all know I'm gonna scream anyway. And you know I'm gonna cry anyway. It sounds like I'm not gonna be doing nothing different. I'm just gonna live my life at the wedding. I'm gonna scream, I'm gonna cry, I'm gonna clap, and I'm gonna dance. At this wedding, I'm so excited. This is my first Tennessee wedding. And I'm honored that she invited me to this wedding. Honored. I remember I told her. I had to tell her. Because when I got that invite, I looked at my phone. I looked at my phone with a crazy eye. I was like, me? and then I did shed a little bit of a tear. I did. I'm inside. Because I was like, wow, you really think I should come to your wedding? Like, that just means so much to me. And I look forward to to taking part in just watching the ceremony and blessing them. You know, that's beautiful. That's so beautiful, though. And I'm going to scream and dance and jump. We're going to have a good time. And the best part about Donna is, Donna don't like to wear shoes. Which means shoes are not a requirement. So if your feet start to scream, just... I peeped it. Yeah. I am just lining up these sounds now. That's pretty much all that I have going on this weekend. Sunday, of course, is church. And you know, it's my favorite day of the week. But I try not to dwell too much on Sunday because it brings me too close to Monday. That's the only reason why. If it was up to me, I'd just like wait for Sunday all week. But I realized the next day is Monday, and I'm not about to rush my life. I'm not going to rush my life. Today, I had another chai. Cam made my chai again. Shout out to Cam. Because y'all know I'm not drinking coffee right now. So when I really need something and my tea at home doesn't suffice, I'm like, no, I need a chai, and it needs to feel like a hug. Straight like that. It needs to feel like a hug. And Cam has been doing such a wonderful job at giving me that hug in a cup. Now, I will say, the point of giving up the coffee is to get closer to God. So, you know, that's what we're working on. And only he can feel that space, that hug. You know, he's the only one that can really provide that hug. Let me tell you, Cam do her best. She do her best. And as far as the flesh, I feel a little one of these, just a little bit. So yeah, but clearly I'm still learning in lifetime. All right, so now it's time to lay this news down. I'm gonna drink some water. I'm gonna wet my whistle. I forgot my cup because it's in the dishwasher. That's what I gotta do. I gotta run the dishwasher when I get home. I already did my jaw exercises because I was running my mouth. Boy, was I running my mouth. Good morning, Dan. Praise God. My brother. My brother. Good morning, Dan. My sober brother. God bless you, Dan. Okay, let's get this sound. Correct. All right. And parent-teacher conferences. Okay, so we're going to read these first because this has an expiration date. I'm just jittery and excited, that's all. About life. That's really it. I'm just happy to be here, y'all. I'm happy to be alive. I'm telling you. All right, and I'm grateful. I'm so grateful. Every day, even when I wake up like, I still find something to be grateful for. There's so much to be grateful for. All right. I'll get off my soapbox. The second parent-teacher conference for Union City Schools will take place today. School Communications Director Mike Hutchins said the elementary and middle school conferences will take place from 12:30 to 5:30. At the elementary school, appointments are necessary for a meeting, while the middle school will be come and go for parents. Report cards will be issued at the elementary and middle school today if a parent has a meeting with a teacher. If no meeting is needed, the report cards will be sent home on Monday. Faculty and administration at the high school will host meetings with parents today from 12:30 until 5:30 with no appointments necessary. Only because I heard it. You couldn't really tell, but I could when I said it. So we'll just delete it. Okay, quality standard. Report cards will also be released to parents who attend a high school teacher meeting today or will be sent home on Monday. "51 seconds. We're going to need something a little bit longer than that. Let's do this one. Okay. A Union City firefighter was injured Thursday morning after an explosion occurred during a single-wide trailer fire on Pierce Station Road. At the scene, Union City Fire Chief Carl Earlrich told Thunderbolt News about the incident.
Dispatch as automatic aid to South Fulton Fire Department for a rural structure fire. We got dispatched about 5:30. Initial reports were that there might be people entrapped. Our unit was the first on the scene. They found a single-wide mobile home fully involved in fire, and they started a defensive attack. They did not go in the building because it was too much fire involvement. They had a pretty good knockdown started on the fire when there was an explosion that injured one of our firefighters. 3 firefighters were involved in the explosion. One of them was injured enough that he required transport and treatment at Baptist Hospital. So his injuries are not considered life-threatening. So the fire was ultimately extinguished, and we requested the TBI come out to do the investigation. Because of the explosion, we have no idea what the origin and cause is, but because of the explosion, they have the technical expertise to try to sort that out and figure out what the cause of that explosion was.
Chief Ulrich said his department was dispatched about 5:30, and the occupants of the trailer were not at home at the time of the fire. Following the call and injury at the scene, Chief Ulrich said multiple agencies were called to the assist.
We're actually responding as automatic aid to South Fulton. South Fulton did not have anybody available, so we wound up first on the scene. Our tanker is out of service, so we requested Troy Fire Department to respond with the tanker. They had about a 30-minute response time just due to distance alone. Once our firefighter was injured, the incident commander called for additional help. He requested manpower from Martin because we did not know the extent of the injuries, and they obviously, when they're treating one of our own, there aren't any more people to help treat the patient and fight the fire at the same time. So we needed a lot of help right then. Fulton Fire Department also responded. Ken 10 EMS responded to the scene as well, and Reeves with the tanker.
Chief Ulrich said Union City and South Fulton firefighters remained on the scene to assist the Tennessee Bureau of Investigations until their work was complete. Photos from the fire and explosion have been placed on our website at thunderboltsradio.com. Okay, guys, so what is that? That's got me at 3 minutes and 22 seconds, but I can't use this one too long. That's fine. We'll just keep going from here. Let's do something shorter. Union City High School had 5 students chosen for Student of the Month honors for March. Union City High School had 5 students chosen for Student of the Month honors for March. Those selected by high school faculty and staff were honored at the Union City Kiwanis Club's regular luncheon on Thursday. Selected for the monthly honors was freshman Zach Cobble. Now, you know you gotta get this right. This is the kids. You can't just be messing this up. So, hold on. Let's just make sure. So, we'll delete that. I didn't like the way that sounded. Okay. Cobble. Freshman Zach Cobble. Yeah. Ainsley Beard, Isaac Hardy, Adolfo Pastor Hernandez, Telexis White. Okay. Sophomore Ainsley Beard, Junior Isaac Hardy, Senior Adolfo Pastor Hernandez, and Student Achiever Telexis White. Cool. Yeah, don't play with them kids now. Don't play with them kids. You better say their names right. But this is coming from somebody who's always had their name said wrong. So, like, I got a thing there. Okay. I can't say always. I can say 96% of the time. 96. All right, come on. Boots are on the ground for the Vision, Voices, and Viability Initiative in March. Come on. You want to know what's funny? Did I tell y'all about... Never mind. I don't have time for that. Boots are on the ground for the Vision, Voices, and Viability Initiative in Martin, and even high school students are getting involved. During Martin City Board meeting Monday, head chair of the VVV, Dr. Kent Kelso, expressed that he would like to add 2 Westview students to the committee.
School met with over 100 students, the entire senior class, and basically did a town hall with each one of them. The information is going to be sent to the board as well as it's going to be made public. Camille now has that information in hand. One of the things that I am suggesting that we do, and the principal of the high school would like to do this, is to designate 2 high school students who will also serve on this committee and represent that age group. We only have a few that fall in that 18 to 25 year range. Plus, this allows our high school to become a participant in this entire process. And so I'm going to contact the principal probably tomorrow and see what 2 names that he might give us to consider.
The students would speak on behalf of Martin's youth, providing input on what they believe Martin needs. The Community Development Plan completed the assembly of their committee Thursday night with a vote on members from all areas of Martin's community as part of the team. Yes, I actually have to write an update on that expeditiously, but we're going to do this first. Because they did have their meeting last night. I'd like to do this one. State lawmakers are considering a proposal to repeal restrictions on carrying firearms and other weapons in public parks and playgrounds. House Bill 2064 was presented during the Criminal Justice Subcommittee this week, sponsored by State Representative Chris Todd. If fully passed, it would no longer be a crime to carry a gun or club with the intent to go armed. It would also allow people to bring weapons into public parks, playgrounds, and other recreation areas. Representative Todd says the bill is intended to protect Tennesseans' civil rights. Representative Jason Powell opposed the bill, saying he believes it will lead to more deaths. The bill passed the Criminal Justice Subcommittee with a vote of 7-2. It will now move to the full Judiciary Committee. The Kentucky State Police Electronic Crime Branch has announced the arrest of a Callaway County man. On Tuesday night, officers arrested 32-year-old James Kylan Johnson of Murray on charges related to child sexual abuse material. State police say Johnson was taken into custody as the result of an undercover internet crime against children investigation. Hold on. Right there. Of undercover internet. Keep the same momentum. Undercover internet. Crimes against children investigation. The investigation discovered Johnson was sharing images of child sexual exploitation online. A warrant for the suspect's residence yielded equipment used to facilitate the crime, which was seized and taken to the State Police Forensic Laboratory for examination. Johnson is currently charged with 4 counts of Class B felonies of distribution of matter portraying a minor in a sexual performance under 12 years old. Okay. The city of Greenfield has approved the purchase of new tires and a new fire hose for their fire department. At this month's Greenfield City Board meeting, Fire Chief Bob Dudley requested new tires for a Peterbilt truck totaling $4,000 after the sale of the old tires.
2012 Peterbilt. We've never bought tires. I've tried to buy them every 14, 15 years. There's probably 4,000 miles on them. It's not miles, it's wear and tear and weight. There's 42,000 pounds in that truck. And I want my boys to be safe when they're driving down the road. $5,500 to get those tires. B-Ridey's got our old tires sold to a farmer, so about $4,000. I'd like to spend $4,000 of that money for tires for the apparatus. And B-Ride's the only one I got a price from. I'm trying to keep that money in.
They cost $5,500.
Yeah, we're gonna be out $4,000.
Okay. All right.
He's got them sold, and that's worked out good.
Okay.
You have money in the repair and maintenance line on.
I'm empty. I'm telling you, I've got a lot of major problems. I'm telling you, we're gonna talk about the budget. I don't go to the shop and don't spend $2,000 for the garage. It's expensive. I think I've got $34.82 in that line item.
Fire Chief Dudley also requested a new fire hose at just over $8,500.
Second thing, the fire hose that's on that truck, about 22 years ago, we was in Nashville, first time we had a 5-inch hose. After fire was good to us. They give us about 800 feet of 5-inch hose. And it was warm, a little bit. And the the time we bought that truck, we bought the rest of it, it takes 12 So I've got two quotes from two different companies, and they range from $11,268 to $9,385.29. That's 100-foot section, we at the storage company, it's 1,200 feet total. I like to spend $8,129.61. Why? Then I don't have to put it next year's budget, the money's done. It'll take about 3 weeks.
The board approved both purchases unanimously. The board approved both purchases unanimously. The Greenfield Fire Department will sell their current fire hose to the city of Huntingdon for $500. Greenfield will hold their first budget meeting Thursday, March 19th at 4:30 at Greenfield City Hall. I actually have to add that to my calendar, and I have to cut this. Okay. So let's cut here. And before I went into it, I made a mistake too. Is this the second sound? Right there. Okay. That has to go on the website. And I've got 2 more. The Commonwealth of Kentucky has released funds for 10-bit. Sorry, something. I had no control over that. The Commonwealth of Kentucky has released funds for 10 bridge projects across 8 counties. Almost $6.5 million was secured from the county and city bridge improvement program. Following validation from engineers with the Kentucky Transportation Cabinet, the bridge funding was determined. Included in the funding was the Graves County Fiscal Court for $830,000 for a bridge on Wingo Road. Also selected was the City of Mayfield for $810,000, Callaway County Fiscal Court for $800,000, and the Carlisle County Fiscal Court for $775,000. Select bridges in each of the awarded locations will be replaced or reopened. Okay, and we might put that on the weekend, but I don't know. Okay, last one. United Way of West Tennessee is hosting their Live United Week 2026 in Weakley County through March 24th. By entering the raffle at We Care in Martin, the community can help United Way reach their goal of $8,000 for local agencies through the lawnmower giveaway. Northwest Director of Donor Development, Jennifer Medford, tells Thunderbolt News.
Our second part of our Live United Weekly County, we partner with Stanley Black & Decker. They donate a lawnmower for us to ask for donations. We are giving tickets to We Care as well as Greenfield Senior Center to pick up. And we will have the announcement on March 17th at 8:30 a.m. on Thunderbolt Radio of who wins the wonderful lawnmower. It's a club cadet. We're hope to make a great fundraising season for our nonprofits here. Some of the nonprofits
So this article was changed. I'm cutting this whole sound. I'm cutting the whole sound. Yeah, we'll just cut this whole thing out. That way it'll be valid. Okay, let's do it. The winner will receive a Cub Cadet XT1 IT42 lawnmower and will be announced the morning of March 24th on the United Way Facebook Live. I think at noon, right? That's fine because I don't want to say the wrong thing. I think she said at noon. Okay. That is all of this news for today. I may be back for sports, but I doubt it. I'm tired of wasting my battery. I love y'all. Have a great day. I hope that some of this joy rolled over y'all, right? All right. I will see y'all later. Be great. Enjoy your weekend. Love you.